Today, I'm gonna be teaching you guys exactly what I would do if I had 0 followers on Instagram. These things I'm about to go over will help you grow. 100% guaranteed. These tips that we're pulling in and I'm showing you guys here are what great creators are doing to not just grow, but build an audience that stays with them a long time and builds that authority in. So really excited to dive in. The first thing that we're gonna be diving into today is messaging. The thing with messaging that's really important to understand is that a lot of it happens internally before other people find out about it. And so what I mean by that is very specifically getting clear on what it is that you are going to be providing value into. And so the accounts that we see continually win and win and win are the ones that go niche down. They niche down to a specific area that they are going to help versus just spraying and praying in all these different things that you might know about and not really reaching anybody. We want to get completely dialed in on exactly who and how we're gonna help that audience. What I would advise you to do out the gate is to decide, this is my message. You have to make sure you are making that decision based off of something that is authentic to you. So nobody else should be telling you what to do based off the views, based off the numbers. Get really clear and decide, this is the lane that I'm gonna grow in. For me, it's helping you guys grow on social media. Hands down, we are not a camera gear review channel. We are not a place where we are handling mathematic equations for how to connect your website to. No, helping you grow on social media. Get clear, can't come from anybody else. The next step that we are going to do is start to communicate that to the world. I pulled up some examples for you guys to start to see exactly how getting clear on that message can resonate with the audience when we start showing it. So we're gonna take a look at Crystal. Crystal is a hair and makeup artist in New York City right now. We've worked with Crystal, we love her, she's incredible. A really key important thing is she has done something that great creators do, which is clearly lay out in her name on Instagram what she does. So you guys can see here, Crystal Gossman, NYC makeup artist. So when we were in New York City looking for a makeup artist on the fly, guess who popped up? Crystal. And guess who we are still in regular communication with a year and a half after our shoot? Crystal. And so what you wanna make sure that you're doing is giving your audience who really is looking for what you have. We were in the case where we were really looking for a New York City hair and makeup artist, not Chicago, not San Antonio, New York City. She already had that in her name on Instagram. Important to understand, your name is not your username. This is where it shows your display name inside your profile settings. What we wanna do is we wanna have your name and then a line break and then the specific area that you help. This is gonna help you get search volume on Instagram when people are going to be looking for your content. It's also gonna help the algorithm really understand why it should be sending people your way and when it should be sending people your way. So her audience continues to grow because she is very clearly laid out who she is. And so shout out to Crystal, she's incredible, go give her a follow. And then additionally, in your bio, go ahead and put in 2 or 3 lines of copy about what you do and about the problem that you solve specifically. That's just gonna help with searchability and really just scannability. Once I go to your profile, I immediately know what you talk about. The other important area in this top part of your profile, your branding, is your profile photo. People are going to either engage with you and interact with your profile based on your headshots or not at all. And so I would really advocate for having a very clear profile photo. We want people to be able to see your face, feel like they know you, and continue on to engage with your content. And so next section up, shout out to my boy, Mikey Taylor, longtime fan, longtime listener. Mikey has grown substantially on Instagram and TikTok as well, but he's now a mayor. So shout out Mikey. Mikey has always helped in the world of entrepreneurship, finances, investing. Now he's a mayor. So what Mikey has done is something that I wish every person starting with 0 followers would do day one. He has a very clear start here post. You guys see this right here. Moving forward, Mikey's really laid out the top 3 pinned posts to get a well-rounded view of who he is. So it's speaking specifically start to finish story on the start here of who he is. And then he goes into the things that he teaches and then additional things he wants you to know about in the next. He says, we don't flip properties, we build them. So it's really giving you an awareness of who he is that just stays pinned to the top of the profile. He'll continue to post, but those are an excellent landing page for anybody that comes to your profile. So I would hardcore advocate for you to have a start here introduction carousel or video. Both will work. They will help establish the authority that long-term you need to grow. So again, with 0 followers, what would I do? I would fix my display name. I would make sure my profile picture is clear, and I would very, very clearly have a intro post that lets everybody know about me, about what I do, and how I'm gonna be helping you grow in whatever area. So if that's finance, you pick your niche, but for me, it's social media, and so we're gonna keep going from there. Now that we've got our messaging correct, our branding is well represented of what we actually help you with, now it is time to start actually posting content. There's a lot of things you can create content on. What should you be creating content on in that space? What questions does your audience actually have? Go into Instagram, now that you have your base question, and you are going to search a category that is somewhat similar to your category. Not wildly off, but close. So let's look up the word investing. When we look up the word investing, we're gonna see a wide variety of content come up. And so on the word investing here, you're gonna see this video that has millions of views. What we don't wanna do is just copy this video and repost it, and then it's none of our actual messaging and branding inside of it, but we do wanna understand, what did they do? What was the format that they used? And so we wanna take our list of questions and we wanna sandwich it together with this type of video that was the most successful. We're not gonna do this forever. We're getting started from 0, and you gotta start somewhere. So I would recommend starting with where the demand is, and specifically a format of content that we know works relative to our niche. And so you wanna make this video your own. The content inside of it has to be your own. And so we are going to post for the first week, we're gonna post content that is in this lane. Top answered question, followed by a format that we know has seen success on the platform. If you do this for 5 posts, one after the next, questions where there is demand, plus the format that you know is going to work. You can mix it up. It doesn't have to be the same format every time. If you do this for 5 posts, it's very highly likely that one of them will get over 1,000 views. Very highly likely. And there you are, off to the races, creating content, getting views. If I filled a room with 1,000 people and they were watching you speak on stage, you would have your heart racing, you would be very excited about what you were able to do, and that is the growth that we are here to help you guys have. And so, with 0 followers, this is exactly the plan that I would do over and over and over again. And so, what I would challenge you is, go and try this for yourself. If you have questions, drop them in the comments below. Our heart is dedicated to helping you guys grow. If you feel stuck, we're here to get you unstuck in your growth and back on the path for success. I'm your boy, Zach Ford. We are here to help you grow, and I'll see you on the next episode.